Have you ever thought about creating your own artificial intelligence or launching a neural network directly on your computer, and all for free? It might seem complicated at first, but the solution already exists. Meet Hugging Face, a platform that opens these possibilities to everyone. I'm Kavinsky. Let's dive into it. So, for those who aren't familiar, Hugging Face is a platform for developing artificial intelligence, similar to GitHub. Here you'll find ready-made datasets, pre-trained models, and detailed documentation for libraries. All of this is available for free testing and downloading, and I'll walk you through how to do it throughout this review. The first thing to notice is the website huggingface.co, link in the description. I recommend registering right away by clicking on the Sign Up button at the top right corner and following the instructions. Now let's explore the interface. To get started, you'll only need 4 main buttons: Models with pre-trained models, Datasets with training data, Spaces, my favorite feature of the site, which we'll talk about more, and Docs, documentation for deep diving into the platform. Let's see how to use them. Clicking on Models takes you to a page with pre-trained models. On the left, you can set filters, and at the top right, sort by popularity. In the center, you can choose the suitable model. By default, you'll see filtering by tasks, such as generating images from text or converting audio to text. Next come the libraries the model was built on, with the most common choices being Transformers, PyTorch, and TensorFlow. You can also select the dataset used for training. And one crucial component, license usage. To avoid copyright issues, it's recommended to sort by MIT license, as it's the most open. To download a model locally, go to the Files and Versions section, where you can download necessary files separately. This is useful because entire models in repositories often exceed 20 gigabytes. Also, some models, like Llama, will require a request before downloading, but don't worry, it's a one-time process. If you want to train a model from scratch, the Datasets section will be a great assistant for you. Like in Models, filters are on the left, and in the center, there's a list of datasets. The default filter includes the dataset composition, for example, text or images, size, number of items, and format, let's say .json or .csv. Everything else, including download, remains the same. Before we move on to writing code, imagine that you don't need to download a model for testing. In the Spaces section, you can test models online. Here, various spaces are available, sortable by popularity, and models are tested directly in the browser. Also, if the tested model has a repository, you can easily download it afterward. Let's say you want to connect to Hugging Face. First, you'll need to create your API key to connect to your account. So go to your account, open Access Tokens, and confirm your password. If you don't have a key yet, create one by clicking Create New Token, setting the necessary permissions, and giving it a name. Then, copy the generated key. Why? I'll explain later, but important. Never share it, as it can give access to your account. Next, go to your code editor. First, I'll show how to do it in PyCharm. Open the terminal and type the command. This command installs all Hugging Face libraries. Then, import the login function. Just replace your token here with your API key. An alternative method is using Google Colab. For those unfamiliar, Colab is a cloud platform where you can write code and add notes simultaneously. If you want a separate overview of Colab, let me know in the comments. For now, I assume you're already familiar with the platform, so first, authenticate by running. Paste the copied key and confirm login. Congratulations if it worked. But let's go to PyCharm and try cloning a repository. While files can be downloaded manually from the website, it's easier to use. Replace API key with your key and model repo name with the repository name copied from the site. Sometimes this command doesn't work correctly, so let's do everything manually. First, models won't work without configurations, so download them first. Here's the script. Replace model repo name with the repository name and path to save with the desired path. Sometimes these methods won't download the entire configuration, so ensure you have all necessary files from repository. For datasets, you can use them without downloading, but if needed, download the entire repository manually or use just replaced API key with your key and dataset name with the dataset name copied from the site. If this command fails, use this one, where dataset name is the dataset name and path to save is the path for saving files. The last command saves it to disk, so it's optional. Now that we've prepared model and dataset, we can move to testing. Visit the website, then a chosen model or dataset, and click Use this model or Use this dataset. You can use various libraries, but Transformers is ideal for us, as it's the most popular option. Copy one of the suggested commands. For testing, choose the top one, and for further development, the bottom one. What you do with these models and datasets next is up to you. Another useful feature is creating a repository or uploading files to the platform. First, make sure you're logged into your account. For creating a repository, there are two methods, with code and without. The first method is to use the command. To create a repository, give it a name and set its type as model in our example. The second method is simply clicking on your avatar, then new dataset, model, space, or collection, configuring it, and creating it. If everything goes smoothly, you can upload files by navigating to your repository, Files and Versions, and clicking Add File. For more complex uploads, make sure you have Git installed. If you're unfamiliar, let me know in the comments. Basically, we need to enable large file support with, then, prepare your file in a local folder. Connect to the created repository using this, where username is your username and repo name is the repository name. Now you have a local copy. Add new files to the repository folder and run git add dot and then git commit-m changes. Replace changes with a description, for example, update version. Finally, upload the files with git push to verify the result. Check your profile to see if the files appeared in the repository. To sum up, in this video, we've covered almost the entire Hugging Face functionality. If you enjoyed learning about this platform, check out the official documentation via the link in the description. Also, all the links and instructions will be available on our Telegram channel. Feel free to like and subscribe, and this was Kavinsky. I wish you success.